Tonight on CTV News at 5's warning over the ice safety concerns, why rivers, ponds and other bodies of water are unstable despite the cold temperatures. Plus, a wrong-way driver causing commuter chaos on a major local highway. Reaction from a bystander who caught the incident on camera. And with winter weather, how New Year's Eve celebrations are shaping up around the region. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. First at 5, with fluctuating temperatures, rain and melting snow, safety officials are warning the public to stay off ice-covered rivers and ponds across Waterloo region. Fire crews and conservation officials say what looks frozen can quickly turn dangerous. CTV's Hannah Schmidt has more.
Ashley, ice-covered ponds and rivers across Woolwich Township and the wider Grand River watershed may look frozen, but officials say appearances can be deceiving. Fire crews say ice rescues are among the most dangerous calls they respond to, often requiring specialized equipment and putting multiple responders at risk. The Grand River Conservation Authority says rivers are especially unpredictable because moving water prevents ice from forming evenly. Officials are also warning residents to stay off stormwater ponds, which are not designed to support weight and can give away without warning.
Ice conditions across the watershed are currently very unsafe and unstable. They may look safe with the snow hiding weak spots, but with our recent runoff from the rain, ice sheets can be lifted away from shorelines, and there's lots of hidden weak spots and broken up ice that will be occurring right now.
Fire crews and conservation authorities are urging parents and pet owners to especially be cautious, saying the safest choice right now is to stay off of all ice-covered water bodies. Hannah Schmidt, CTV News, St. Jacobs.
Turning to the United States now, where U.S. President Donald Trump has confirmed reports that the U.S. military struck an area in Venezuela earlier this month. The exact details of the attack remain unclear, but it marks the first time the U.S. has carried out land operations in South American nation.
There was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. They load the boats up with drugs, so we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area. It's the implementation area. That's where they implement, and that is no longer around.
Is that the only strike that the U.S. has done?
I don't want to comment on that.
The news comes as the U.S. military has released footage of a strike on a boat, which reportedly happened earlier today. The U.S. military says the attack killed 2 men suspected of carrying drugs in the Pacific Ocean. At least 107 people have been killed in 30 American strikes on illegal drug smuggling boats this year. Closer to home, preparations are underway for New Year's Eve celebrations across the region. Tomorrow will bring more snow and cooler temperatures, but the cities of Kitchener and Waterloo say the show must go on for their outdoor events. Both Carlsare and Waterloo Public Squares will have food trucks, music and ice skating for everyone to enjoy. However, in Guelph, the city's Rotary Club has canceled their annual firework display in Riverside Park due to forecasted high winds.
This is the first time in our history that we've had to cancel the fireworks. And the reason is it's not just something that you show up for, it is something that takes several days. So yesterday would have been a setup day, just to begin with. And the driving, the company that does the fireworks, driving to get there was too dangerous. And then there's also some winds in the forecast in the weather. It was a decision that all parties said in spirit of community and safety, we have to cancel.
Coming up at 6, CTV's Karis Mapp will hear about what Guelph residents can look forward to as they ring in the new year. Okay, it's time for our first look at weather, and there's some changing conditions to tell you about. Environment Canada updating some snow squall warnings this afternoon. The yellow zone could see up to 15 to 25 centimeters more snow in the next 12 to 24 hours. The orange zone, 30 to 70 centimeters of snow can be seen. Those areas specifically around south of Wyerton in the Grey Bruce communities, or counties rather. So that is a significant snowdrop that is expected over the next 24 hours. It can mean, of course, very dangerous conditions. Right now, we're sitting at -6 for temperatures, so not too warm out there. It is certainly going to feel even colder tonight. Let's take a look outside. You can see there is some lovely skating happening. They are braving the cold weather out there tonight. It is certainly going to be chilly tomorrow. I'll have more details about that coming up a little later in the show. But first, here's what you need to know. Celebrate the start of 2026 at Kitchener City Hall tomorrow night. There will be an early family countdown at 10 p.m. and one for the big kids at midnight. The party starts at 8:30 with free hot chocolate.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. CTVKitchener.ca, your home for news.
From holiday parties to the stresses of gift giving and everything in between, this season can take a toll on your overall health. Here to talk about holiday health and ways to help keep you healthy during this season is Dr. Matthew Tenenbaum with the Guelph Wellington holiday parties. Let's start with hosting. What can people do to keep their guests from getting sick?
Absolutely. So oftentimes help, and it's important to recognize that it's okay to reach out for help. It is a challenging time of year. There's nothing wrong with accessing the supports that we all have, because at some point or another, each of us will need these kinds of supports. So please reach out if that's what you need this time of year.
Okay, very good indeed. Thank you, Dr. Tenenbaum. And of course, I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Thank you.
Thank you. You as well.
Apologies, we seem to have some technical difficulties on there. We'll take a break, but first, here's what you need to know. Want an early New Year's Eve celebration? The City of Cambridge has you covered. Free activities and skating for the whole family from 3 to 7 p.m. at the Preston Memorial Auditorium. Stay with us.
Holiday set decoration provided by Royal City Nursery.
It's time for your full weather forecast, and of course there's a lot to talk about. It has been a very mixed winter weekend and into this week. It has not really stopped. It started with rain and freezing rain and switched over to flurries and snow, and you know what? It's about to continue. Let's take another look outside tonight. Absolutely beautiful shots brought to you by our camera operator Dave Pettit. Thank you, Dave, for bringing us this beautiful shot. You can see that wind, the flags in the background there are still moving quite briskly throughout the region, and it will continue to do so over the next few hours. Let's have a look now at our weather boards, starting with Environment Canada's newest warnings for snow squall warnings, and it's going to be a doozy. They're now calling for 15 to 25 centimeters of snow in the yellow zone there. That's expected over the next 12 to 24 hours, but that orange zone is looking at 30 to 70 centimeters of potential snow, specifically the areas south of Wyerton in Grey Bruce counties. So if you are in those regions, make sure you get prepared because you are in for a snow event. It will obviously cause very dangerous traveling conditions, and it is expected to last between Wednesday and potentially into Thursday. So those conditions are rapidly changing, and we will try to keep you as up to date as possible. I have the latest during the 6 o'clock show in just a little while. Right now, wind gusts are sitting at around 37 kilometers an hour in Kitchener-Waterloo. So that has come down quite significantly compared to the last few hours. It was upwards of 90 kilometers an hour yesterday. That's going to continue to drop as we get into our Thursday, looking closer and closer to what we normally see this time of year. This is our future cast. We can see that band of precipitation sort of lingers around our region and will continue to do so. So that's the other point here. It's a slow moving system. That means that the wind is going to continue to blow what snow has fallen. And of course, with the additional snowfall that we're expected to see in the next 24 hours, it could create some very messy conditions out there. Everyone, please be very safe on your New Year's Eve. Looking at temperatures, it feels closer to -16 in Kitchener-Waterloo. Waterloo, minus 15 in London, Sarnia, minus 14, and Windsor feels like a balmy minus 10 with that wind chill. It's a cold one, and it's going to continue to be cold. Overnight, we're looking at minus 7, minus 14 with wind chill, flurries around 5 centimeters. Now, Environment Canada has just updated that just before the show here, so we might even see a little bit more wind gusts between 30 and 50 kilometers per hour. So still quite windy out there as well. Tomorrow for your New Year's Eve, minus 5, feeling closer to minus 13 with some more flurries expected, but wind is expected to taper down slightly, which is always good to see. Looking at our almanac, sunrise was at 7:55 a.m., sunset at 4:54 p.m. Today's temperature sitting a little bit lower than our normal of minus 2 this time of year. Records back in 2022 show it got as warm as 10.7 degrees, but back in 1970, my goodness, minus 23.3. That is too cold for comfort for me. First look at 5 for your forecast. Your New Year's Eve, again, is going to be a chilly one. Look at that, minus 17 as the expected low. That is before wind chill, so you're going to have to bundle up if you're going to celebrate outdoors tomorrow night. Thursday for your New Year's Day, the first day of 2026, we're looking at minus 9 and 60% chance of flurries. Flurries continuing throughout the weekend there. Overall, okay, let's take a look at what's trending. Team Canada took on Denmark last night, looking for a third straight win to the World Junior Hockey Championship.
Down. Michael Hayes feeds that down, takes the return pass, slings it across, score!
Canada scored on an early power play and went to dominate the game. They beat Denmark 9-1 with star forward Gavin McKenna notching a hat trick. The team will be back on the ice tomorrow to play Finland. Forbes magazine says Beyonce is the latest musician to become a billionaire. Forbes magazine says Beyonce is the latest musician to become a billionaire.
Give me my check. Put some respect on my check. Pay me in equity. Pay me in equity. Watch me reverse out of dick.
She and her husband Jay-Z are among the 5 musicians the magazine has declared to be billionaires. The other 3 are Taylor Swift, Bruce Springsteen, and Rihanna. Forbes says most of Beyonce's wealth comes from her music catalog and global tours. Okay, British actor Idris Elba has been knighted, joining the UK 2026 New Year Honours list. Sir Idris Elba received recognition for his charity work, joining over 1,000 other reward recipients, including a former UN official and British MP. Not everyone on the list is knighted. However, earlier this year, actor Gary Oldman and soccer legend David Beckham were among those knighted by King Charles. All right, well, buying a new car isn't cheap these days, and if you need to take out a loan, it will cost you even more, so making the right choice matters. Consumer Reports reviews which brands give you the best value for your money. Here's CTV's Pat Foran.
Every year, Consumer Reports asks its members about any problems they've experienced with their vehicles over the past 12 months. The survey covers areas from minor issues like trim and infotainment systems to serious and costly ones involving the engine, transmission, or electric motors. Problems no one wants to deal with on a new car.
The problem is that once the warranty expires, an unreliable new car starts becoming a real headache, and it costs you time and money.
This year, they analyzed data from about 380,000 vehicles. The top brands include Toyota, Subaru, and Lexus, with Honda and BMW rounding out the top 5.
The same automakers continue to dominate our top brand rankings. And that's because when they're looking to redesign a model, they're not making huge seismic changes. And many models across the line use shared components.
The latest findings show that EVs and plug-in hybrids remain more trouble-prone than traditional gas models, while conventional hybrids, which don't need to be plugged in, continue to stand out for reliability.
Hybrids are more complex than internal combustion models. However, some manufacturers, in particular Toyota, but also Hyundai and Kia, have worked out the bugs. And in some cases, the reliability of the hybrid models is similar to or even better than the regular versions.
Along with better fuel economy, researchers found hybrid versions often deliver a smoother driving experience than traditional gas models. Pat Foran, CTV News.
A spike in opioid overdoses over the holidays has prompted a warning from Toronto Public Health. We get the details from our health reporter, Pauline Chan.
Toronto's drug checking service handles some 300 to 400 samples each month, but over the Christmas break, Toronto Public Health saw a worrisome spike in overdoses. They say between December 20th and 28th, 2025, Toronto Paramedic Services responded to 122 calls, which was 35% higher than the average number of calls for comparable periods in the previous 2 years. The number of suspected overdose deaths is comparable to the same period in 2024, under 5, and overdoses are occurring citywide.
122 suspected overdose-related calls over about 9 days. So that's like 14 calls per day.
Executive Director Karen McDonald points to the recent closure of many Ontario safe consumption sites.
That greatly impacted our program. So we did see about a 60% reduction in the number of samples that we were checking.
What the service has noted? Some samples expected to be fentanyl showed higher than usual concentrations of fentanyl or parafluorofentanyl. Many were also contaminated with medetomidine, a veterinary tranquilizer. In fact, 81% of Christmas-time samples contained medetomidine, and unpredictable, high concentrations of fentanyl and contaminants can increase the risk of overdose.
It also greatly complicates overdose response. Because naloxone will work on the opioid that is in someone's body, but it will not work on the veterinary tranquilizer.
Advice for drug users includes avoiding using alone or calling the National Overdose Response Service at 1-888-688-6677 or NORS. Carry naloxone with you and use supervised consumption sites and local drug checking services. McDonald says the loss of safe consumption sites has led to increased calls for paramedics, and staffing over the holidays has decreased the number of services available for those at highest risk of overdose. Pauline Chan, CTV News.
And here's what you need to know. Ring in the new year tomorrow at Uptown Waterloo. There's a family-friendly event taking place at Waterloo Public Square from 6 to 9 p.m. Don't forget to bring your skates. Stay with us.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
105.3 Virgin Radio is KW's #1 hit music station. Home of Jeff, KP, and Backstage Ben in the morning. Listen to 105.3 Virgin Radio everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
In Germany, thieves stole millions of dollars worth of property from safety deposit boxes after drilling into a vault. The bank northwest of Frankfurt remained closed today, but about 200 people showed up demanding to be allowed inside. Investigators believe between $11 and $105 million worth of items were taken in the robbery, and about 2,700 customers were affected. The theft happened shortly before 4 a.m. yesterday. In tonight's digital dive, a Guelph man has been charged with attempted murder of his mother. Police say a woman in her 60s was taken to hospital after she told officers she had been assaulted and strangled. For more on who has been charged in the investigation and what those charges are, our online team has you covered. Just scan the QR code in the corner of your screen or go to ctvnewskitchener.ca. All right, it's time to take a look at the final 5 stories we're following today. Scary and confusing. That's how one driver describes his close encounter with a motorist going the wrong way on the Conestoga Parkway. Chase Doolittle took this video on his way to work early yesterday morning, driving on Highway 78 near the Victoria and Wellington Street exits. It's not clear why the vehicle was going the wrong way or how long it was there. Both OPP and Waterloo Regional Police say they didn't receive any calls or reports about the incident, but Doolittle says he's worried it could happen again.
I take this road daily, every day, and it was just like, well, today's my day. You know, it's coming, but luckily it didn't happen, and I hope it didn't happen to anybody else.
Wow, very scary situation indeed, especially with all the weather issues on the traffic. At 6, CTV's Alexandra Hollick hears from police on what to do if you find yourself heading the wrong way or spot a motorist in danger. The new year will bring some changes to parking in downtown Guelph. As of January 1st, you'll have to pay to park in city lots and parkades at all times. Previously, evenings, overnights, and Sundays were free. It was a decision made as part of the 2026 budget process.
The change will increase revenue by a estimated $300,000 per year by expanding the hours required drivers to pay in the downtown lots and parkades.
There will still be 2 free hours of parking on downtown city streets, and the cost of monthly parking permits is not changing. Well, the FBI says it has seized motorcycles worth millions of dollars, which allegedly belong to accused Canadian drug kingpin Ryan Wedding. The motorcycles were seized by Mexican authorities as part of a raid last week. They are valued at roughly $40 million US. In addition, drugs, ammo, and documents were recovered. Wedding is among the 10 most wanted suspects in the U.S. He's also wanted by Canadian authorities. A new survey finds GTA residents think crime is on the rise, despite data showing it is actually on the decline. The Liaison Strategies poll finds nearly 3/4 of Toronto residents believe murders are on the rise in the city, even though they are down by more than 50% compared to last year. And more than 70% of GTA residents say they believe auto thefts are getting worse. Residents of Peel region also largely believe murders are up, despite a decline of nearly 50%. Oh, this is a key one. Finally, for us tonight, we head to Europe, where pups and their humans took over the streets of Spain's capital for their traditional walk, raising awareness about animal abandonment. It's the 15th edition of the Festive Dog Walk, an animal-friendly version of Brazil's annual year-end race. The event finished with the New Year's tradition of eating 12 grapes, but that's just for the humans, as that fruit can be poisonous for our canine friends. Oh my goodness, I don't think I could go there and not adopt all of them. I would have some trouble trying to peel myself away from all of those beautiful 4-legged babies. Wow, what a great tradition. All right, well, that is our time for tonight. Thank you for watching. We'll have more local news coverage at 6 with Leanne Evans and myself. First, here's CTV National News.